After leaving Anjet, you stopped somewhere in between the forest and the more lifelike area of the swamp, the Eschylus Swamp, which is what you're crossing through now. And you managed to forage up 3 days of food from ISO and 1 day of food from Nyana. Nyana struggled a little bit. Poor Jothir just kept finding nothing but mud pies. And your friends have become progressively sicker. And they are resting quietly now in their carts as you drag them along down the road, heading towards Bone Drift. And this part of the swamp, you'd see it's a little, not as lively, not as lush with plant life as the other areas that you just passed through. You can tell it's sort of dying out. And this particular part, as you get closer, just starts to get quieter and quieter.
What nice ambience this afternoon. Evening, morning, I don't know.
I'm not sure. I've lost track of the days myself.
I suppose it's day, since I'm awake. As much as that matters anyways.
What if this was actually just some fantastic dream that we are all having?
Well, then I'm starting to worry about its length.
So constant, other than maybe the wildlife, I guess we'd say, like the ambiance getting a little quieter as we go into, do we notice anything else, or do you want us just to kind of move down the path?
You can move up a little bit. You'll know when to stop.
Oh, gee.
Did you, before you moved too far, you said you wanted to say something to Jothir, actually? About the horses?
Yeah, he was gonna ask me. Jothia, you might want to try setting up a drop knot for your horse so that you're not having to lean so far on your saddle to hold the reins.
I never really learned much about knots. How would I tie that?
Oh, it's not a hard one. Here, let me show you. Get off his horse and go over there and kind of show him how to flip it this way, twist it that way, and pull it through. So when you would need to move on without the cart, should we come into some kind of sense of urgency, you can pull this and it'll release, and it'll leave the horse and cart behind.
Good to know. Thank you very much.
A pleasure. One of my merchant uncles on my mother's side, Gerald de Duban, he would visit us as his caravan came through, and he empathized with me, you see, so he taught me some things, how he would put his cart and horses together.
I've traveled on some merchant caravans and carts, and I never did any of the preparation. I just always had a spot on the cart.
Perhaps you traveled with my uncle.
Perhaps there was multiple carts. I didn't meet everyone.
He's a kind one. Wonder what he's doing now. No matter. He'll get on his horse. Right, now see if that will do as a move. I like that the horse is riding in the cart.
Real quick, go ahead and everybody make a presence check for your observation skills.
Quick question. I rolled a 5, but should I be heading in like the modifiers, and also my presence is reduced by 2? I know that I'm not passing any test right now, but
Right.
in general,
Yes.
do I need to...
Well, you roll your dice and then add or subtract your modifier. Yeah.
I got a 6 total, so I probably see absolutely nothing.
And nobody does. Okay.
I suppose we keep going then.
Yep.
Jothier was a little distracted, thinking about the knot and running it through his mind, so he missed everything, I guess.
Okay. As you are clip-clopping down this little road here, you are almost on top of these figures in the road before you notice them. Right now in the darkness, they're just some figures in the road. Human in appearance from this far.
Clear the road, please. Clear the road. Cots and horses, cots and horses.
Perhaps they've got medicine. Or for our ill people.
That's a good point.
I hope they're not the people who attacked the carts from the last group we met.
That's a good point.
Let's just assume they're friendly for now. We've been in enough trouble the last few days.
That's a fair point.
And if they're not, at least we know how to fix the wheels.
All right. Hold on one sec.
Oh man, where'd my torch go?
All right, as you get closer, you realize these figures are... they're not normal. They look just sort of like they're wandering in place. They start to wander very slowly in your direction.
They do look quite peculiar, if you ask me.
Don't have horses.
Perhaps they've got blisters under their feet, the way they're walking.
Hello, are you okay?
You don't belong here.
Quite right, quite right. We're just passing through.
The voice is coming from behind you, by the way.
Oh, well, we didn't see you there.
Did you say something, Adam? Oh,
I didn't know you could hear Adam.
actually, I thought it was Luxon. I was going to mess with him, but there's actually somebody behind us.
You see a figure floating behind you in your carts, looking in your general direction. They have you sort of trapped between them and the figures ahead on the road.
Why don't we belong here?
Anybody else turning around, or are you still pacing forward?
Yeah, I mean, tilting around in the horse, but I'm attached to the cart right now and stuff. Might, like, slightly move the horse to the side or something so you can see both ways.
Are we seeing figures both in front and behind us?
Yes. The one behind you, though, is definitely unattached to the ground.
Don't think that's normal. I say it's time we hightail it, fellas.
In what direction?
In the direction we have to go.
I wouldn't go that way if I were you.
The figure points into the direction that you're headed.
We do, unfortunately, not really have a choice in which direction we're heading.
We appreciate any direction you might offer us, but who are you?
Well, it seems you've been marked. My name is Magnus. These are my lands you're entering. But, as I said, you've been marked. If you continue that way, you will find something much worse.
What do you mean by marked?
He points to Semper's cart, and then to Loxon's cart.
Your companions have been marked for death. probably why they lay ill right now. Seems you've made the Stidulus very angry.
The Stidulus?
You probably know them as the Riders of Death. The riders that sit alone and watch.
It is quite unfortunate that they are marked.
They
Is
weren't
there
sitting
anything we
where
can
we
do
were
about
at.
it?
There was two of them staring at the city together. Is that unusual? You mentioned alone.
And normally they were alone. Until just before the darkness fell. They're waiting. That's what the two in Angela are for.
What are they waiting for?
Whatever nearly wiped them out last time.
What did wipe them out last time?
I'm afraid I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out. I had a friend who knew everything, but he has since died. What I do know is that it happened about 100 years ago. Nearly wiped out everything.
Now, I usually don't deal with floating figures, but what would you suggest we do?
I can hide their mark. Temporarily. I have the same mark. But they wouldn't dare attack. Here, in my own lands. You, on the other hand, I doubt you have any friends that could help you.
You, a powerful mage? Is that how you float?
Long ago, perhaps.
Well, sir, if you are friends, then I don't know why we wouldn't take you up on the offer. What do you all think?
I suppose it would do Loxan and Semper a favor. I mean, better dead than be dead, right?
I mean, if they truly are marked and no other foul things happen.
Well, the guards at Enjet seem pretty persistent on it as well.
We all saw what happened with the riders, but we don't know this man, and we don't know that he's not sending us into a trap.
Oh, great one who floats above the pavement. Is there a way? You said they're marked. Is there a way that these marks can become visible or seen by others?
the Stidulus can see the marks. As far as I know. And if I wanted you dead, I would just let you keep walking. They'll be along after you shortly.
How did you know that they were marked if you can't see it?
I can see it. I have been marked.
Does that make you Stidulus? Based on what you just said?
A story for another time. If you want your marks removed, I require a favor.
What is it that you would ask of us?
Sort of deal in favors these days, so another probably right up our alley.
Tell me about the death you have come across in your travels. In your recent travels.
Well, okay.
I have all day. You may not.
I suppose I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Juthia grips the reins of his horse just a little more tightly at that request.
Have you seen no one die? You've seen no death around you?
Well, people have died, but I've not noticed anything specific.
Who do you know that has died?
We saw a knight. He killed a group of men as if they were nothing.
Yes, and Wolf, you mentioned a herd of cattle that was killed. Yes, back at the village we just visited not long ago. The watchman was also killed.
And there also was the funeral in Belmouth for that one man.
Rumpy,
the
thank you
watchman,
for
yeah,
that follow.
there's one.
Appreciate that.
Yana and I have witnessed the slaying of goblins at the hands of Lord Gannison. I don't know if that counts. It's goblins.
Tell me about the funeral.
Well, the funeral was normal, I suppose. Just people telling their stories about his life and paying their respects. Lord Kennison was there.
And who died? Was it a friend of yours?
That was some watchman.
We did not know him personally.
We did help a bit with the funeral. That's some of the preparations. The family's grieving. Passed on some small bits to make them feel better. Brave knife.
He nods his head slowly as he listens. Seems to be considering.
But now that I'm thinking about it, it was engraved with a family name. And then whatever Ed said, he'll just say, if it matters, he'll say, I guess that, he'll say the family name. We never determined that. So I guess that's, was the Watchman's surname, I would imagine.
That one will do. Dig up the body, remove the heart, and bury it outside the rock-walled shrine.
Wait, what? Dig up a body?
Yes, dig up the body, remove the heart, and then bury the body by the rock-walled shrine.
I apologize, but we are not quite grave robbers.
He gives his shoulder a shrug. Just stares in your direction.
Right. Just give us a moment, please. The guy drops his voice. He says, Do you all really want to do this? I mean, it might help the old geezer and, the addled one.
I'm very confused by this man. He doesn't want us to continue the way that we're going, but it's the way that we need to go to arrive at the place he's telling us
Oh, right.
to
Take a boat
pick up the body.
city.
Well, he tells us not to go that way because they're still marked. I think we're fine to go if he removes the mark.
How would he know we would complete this? It doesn't make sense. If it were me, I would say leave your friends with me until you come back, or something scary.
I think a man floating is scary enough.
That's another fair point. I think you have the most points today.
Fortunately, it's not a contest.
Out of character, map orientation wise, is Baelmuth accessible from here by not having to travel?
Nope.
I guess it would be significantly overland, right? If we didn't take the sea route that we, going back to Bone Drift and then sea routing around the coast or whatever.
This is the only way to go.
Okay. What do you think? Dig up a body, cut out its heart, whatever's left of it, and then bury the remains outside the shrine on the outskirts of town.
And the watchman wasn't very well liked in the city, I believe.
Seemed that way. Even his family had some choice words to say, but still, to desecrate something like...
And it's a very unusual request.
I feel like we'd be participating in some dark magic of some sort.
And if we get caught, he was a town guard. The other guards would not be too friendly with us.
Wait, so Lord Garrison did presume over the funeral rites, right? I wasn't there, but I think that's what you guys said. Is that correct?
He was present, yes.
Do you think if it came to it, we can maybe kind of bluff our authority and get this done in his name, if needed? I mean, our ultimate goal is to get back to him with this information that we sort of succeeded. It might be worth it, and we had to do whatever we needed to do to get back.
I mean, we could agree to get Loxan and Semper unmarked. We can always decide later if we'll follow through with it. As you said, you might not find out.
Okay. What about you, Wolf?
Who?
Sorry, I saw a wolf in the distance. It must be attracted to our torches. Jothea, what about you?
I feel that every place we go to, there's greater and greater requests made on us. Just wondering where this will end. If you're of a mind to do it, I will continue on with you.
Seem to have become a band of dark favors.
We could also ditch the cards. They're the ones marked.
Brutal. I love it.
Well, they did ride off. At least Semper rode off.
But then we'll be leaving them to a dark fate, possible sacrifice. Who knows what they'll do to them? It would be akin to murder if we just abandoned them. That's far worse than robbing a grave.
I suppose you're right, despite how much I want Loxan to remain behind. I guess getting them unmarked is the best we can do right now.
Thinking of the old man's state, right? Do you think he seems to know things? Do you think he knew he would be marked and actually wants to be? He looked like he was worshipping them.
I think he's just delusional.
Oh, right. Well, I guess we'll be helping them then, so... We're in a mind to agree. I guess we can tell him. Or it.
Yes, let's tell him, so we can make our way to Bone Drift.
Magris, we agree. We will perform your task as directed. You will help our compatriots.
I will. You will have to fight your way through the undead. But I will handle the others for you.
just out of character. I'm a little confused.
Okay.
Is he telling us that taking out the hearts, doing the whole shrine thing, that's gonna be what hides the mark, or is that our payment for him doing this?
That's going to be the payment.
Okay.
Is it
Okay. I missed that. Sorry.
Rompy. Is that a real song?
Right, well, what do we need to do to allow you to move the mark?
I will remove it. Temporarily. The effect will fade. In short time. Long enough for you to complete your task. Once you bury the body, I will know. And I will make the effect longer.
I suppose it has to be that way.
He waves his hand, and you can sort of see a little shimmer of dust settle over the two carts, the two bodies in the two carts. The two bodies, the two people, they're not dead. It has a bit of a green glow to it. And then it disappears just as quickly.
Right. How you two? Rise and shine. Are you feeling better? Less, dead?
Oh, it will still take them time to recover. You will still have to deal with the dead ahead, but as I said, I will take care of the others for you.
Oh, you mean these right here? I thought you meant there was more somewhere else. Well, bollocks.
Oh yes, you have many interested parties. When I said you don't belong here, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
And as he says that, you hear a group of very low growls coming from the woods to your, or I guess to Diana. If you're facing him, it's to your left.
Out there.
Oh, you see, there's the wolf I was talking about. Oh boy. Well, what do you all suggest? Shall we just try to gallop through?
And you hear
Ember and
another-
Pumpkin
Whoop.
are still
There we
vulnerable
go.
in the carts.
You hear another pair of growls coming from the other side of the road. Took him longer to get here than I thought. You moved up a little further. these two tall, wolf-like creatures step out of the forest, looking between you and Magris.
And we didn't
Growling.
see any. We didn't see any bison back in Bone Drift, right? Of all the different kinds of things we were running into.
Nope.
What is that? Wolf person. Just assuming we don't know what bison are.
Nope, you've seen wolves, but never a bison.
This day keeps getting stranger.
They're here to kill you. I would suggest moving along quickly. I will uphold my part of the bargain. Just remember to hold up yours.
It's a deal. Yeah.
I suppose that's our cue to go.
He's gonna try to ride through this. Just blast on.
All right.
I'll go after the path he's forging.
So there are a very large amount of undead crossing the road here. I can't make that many pawns. I guess I could, but there we go. Definitely seems like too many to just ride through. You're gonna have to at least cut your way through a portion of them. To clear the road. You can see they extend well above and beyond the road on either side. Gonna need this.
Well, I guess he's swinging his famous stick as he goes left to right or whatever, just trying to clear away. Hopefully, the mass of the horse and the extension on the stick and the cart behind him will try to make a path. Like you're saying, like he's got to pick his way, right, or whatever.
Yeah, you can try it and ride and run through if that's what you want. But they're very thick.
Well, if they're very thick, I imagine we'll all die getting off horses and trying to mano a bunch of undead. Can't take these off-road. Looking at the road here, the wagon will flip.
Unless you're a cavalry knight, I think you would be much better on foot than on a horse.
You're never better on foot than on a horse.
Sure you are. You don't know how to fight from a horse unless you've learned how. I mean, trying to use pure physics, I get, but I mean, if you're trying to fight, it's clear.
The horse might not be trained very well, and it might not react very nice to undead anyway, more horses or not. So that's a point for sure. Well, if it's looking like that, like the horse is like balking at commands because of the undead, then he's gonna. Yeah, I guess we get off. If this is the only way, it gets off.
Jothir, Diana, what are you guys doing?
Jothir looks back and shouts to Magris, "Is there anything you can do about this?"
He doesn't respond. He's just in a giant staring contest with the wolf creatures that suddenly appeared.
Am I able to use my scrolls from horseback?
That is a good question. I would assume so. I don't think this says anything about magic use while you're on a horse. So we'll go ahead and say yeah.
In that case, I want to try and summon that of my own.
Okay.
Presence, right? For
Yep.
using a scroll.
Yep. Well, you're casting a spell. You're not using the scroll. You've already learned the spell. So yeah. Is a success. Which one do you have? The foul psychopathy? Or foul, wait a minute, psychopomp?
Psychopomp, yeah.
Yeah.
So D6 next to determine if it's skeletons or zombies.
Yep.
Yeah, it's zombies. No, a D4 to determine the amount.
Right.
Or zombies.
Okay. There you go. Right next to you.
I move my horse, ride my horse closer to a cart, the nearest cart, and try and tie it up a little bit so it doesn't run off on me. Then I dismount and draw my sword.
All right, let's go ahead and actually roll initiative too.
D20.
What was a D6?
I have D6 plus your your presence.
Right? Yeah. So what's your presence, Jothier?
+1. So 4 + 1.
Okay.
I'm sorry, am I where I think I am?
You're in the back of a cart, sick, feeling ill.
Happy birthday!
It's my birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, but I won't
That's
see
what
you.
I meant. Well, thank you then.
Okay. Looks like Nyana's up first. Nyana cast the spell. ISO, you're next.
I like all this.
Did you roll your initiative?
I didn't know we had one till now.
Remember when I said roll initiative?
Nope.
All right, well, that was like 30 seconds ago.
All right. So ISO has a torch and a staff. I think the staff's probably got more range, so he's gonna, I guess, swipe at whatever's in front of him here to try to clear his path, like we were talking. He said he needed to kind of clear a path and probably pull the horse where he needs to go.
Okay.
I got 4.
No, you got a 2. I saw it first.
Ooh, or even better.
It's a 4.
Go ahead. Go
Uh,
ahead. ISO?
Even better, since we're trying to force a path, is there a way to like just knock people out of the way instead of trying to like maybe it'll hurt him, but you know what I'm saying, like trying to make a path. So would that be more of like toughness, like trying to like knock his way through or shove his way through with body blows and horse stuff?
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, sure.
Okay. I rolled a 22. Total, I mean.
So yeah, you just brute strength one out of your way and just knock it down completely.
And then like hypothetically speaking, like we had said, there's a lot more undead here than is portrayed. So wherever best I should move this horse to, fish down said path. Do I just move him up?
Yeah, you can just move a little bit through. Sure.
Maybe like something like that.
Yep, that's good. All right, Jothier.
Sorry, I'm trying to look at the image on the screen.
You're here in the back.
Okay, so my horse is tied up. I'm gonna move up closer to ISO to help with the more physical aspect of it.
Okay, moving up and doing what?
So I'm gonna wave my torch, try and keep them back. Anything that gets too close, I will try to stab with the sword.
All right, well, you've got a one on the ground that's just fallen there. You just saw ISO knock it down at your feet, basically now. You want to stab it?
In the head, if I can.
Okay, yep, just roll. It's going to be incredibly easy to do this, so you'll need lower than normal. But go ahead. Yeah, just roll.
I don't want to say what it was.
What is it?
5.
Well, okay. We'll give it to you because it's down on the ground. It's immobilized. He already damaged it by knocking it down. So you miss the head. You stab it. We'll just say in the neck. But you're the only one that knows you missed. Okay, Loxon, you're napping, feeling ill. Did you start hearing all this banging and slashing, and you wake up in a cart surrounded by undead?
I'm sorry, you're saying? I'm sorry, you were saying?
You didn't hear what I said?
Not really. No, not really.
What do you want to do?
So am I still laying down?
You can sit up if you want. What do you want to do?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is sit up.
Okay.
Well,
And
stand
then-
up, should I say.
Okay, and then?
Where am I? Where am I on the carriage thing? Cart. Yes, cart. Oh. Oh, that zombie's it! And now I quickly get out my crossbow.
I think he was waiting for one of you guys to answer him, by the way.
I was actually, but there was no silence.
I know. Everybody's so quiet.
Sorry, I stepped away a little bit. It's right next to you. In the cot, right next to you. That wasn't a pillow you were sleeping on.
Okay, and what are you doing, Loxon?
Well, I'm just gonna quickly shoot the little skelly to my right.
Okay. Roll.
What's it again for my crossbow? Strength or agility or presence?
Oh, we're gonna assume agility for your crossbow.
14.
Well, actually, aiming is presence.
Is it? Okay. Presence it is. Alright, well, it's still, you got, what's your presence bonus?
-1.
Okay. You're still 12. You still hit it. So now roll your damage.
$38. Eight. Damn. Oh, that's dope.
Wow. Thing just, you hit it right in the spine, and it just explodes, and bone pieces go flying everywhere as it disassembles itself.
Not bad for not bad for a man who's hangover.
Oops. Alright. Few of the dead begin walking forward now. Okay, ISO, the skeleton closest to you comes forward and reaches for you.
Eep. That agility to get out of the way.
Yeah.
16. Woo.
Okay, you're good. Jothir. A zombie shambles its way over towards you and takes a swipe.
I try to dodge.
Okay.
I'm going back to the digital calculator roller.
Wow. What'd you get?
I got a 2. I doubt my +3 is gonna help.
Nope. Alright, you're gonna take... Ugh, 1 damage. Okay, Nyana, everything just starts coming out of the forest towards you now. But nothing quite makes it to you yet since you're here in the back. Loxon, we're going to give you a +1 bonus since you're up in the cart, but this zombie in front of you is going to take a swing at you. So go ahead and try and dodge. Avoid.
Agility?
Yes, sir.
4 including the one he gave me.
Okay. Then you are also going to take... Ooh, D3 health damage. Or 3 damage, not D3 damage. 3
Did I
damage.
say what?
Okay, now, Nyana, it's going to be back to you.
It's not damage, it's my own. Oh, that's my own.
Alright, I want to draw a knife. And motion my zombies forward.
Okay, what are they going to be doing?
Well, I'm going to stay behind them and they're carving a path
Oh,
as
okay.
best as they can.
Well, can you move them? Because I shouldn't have them attached. Move them kind of how you want them.
I can't move them.
You can't?
No, I can't select them.
Oh, I know why. Hang on. Try now.
Now it works.
Alright, yeah, there you go.
And I draw the cards and stuff in behind.
Okay.
And whenever some like zombie or undead limbs go past my zombies, I just swing wildly at it with my knife.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll. Go ahead and make a roll for your zombies to attack.
What do I roll for them?
Let's roll a d12. We'll just say no bonuses.
D20.
Or a d20, sorry, yes. You need a 12. We're not going to worry about bonuses. Since they're just normal zombies. Actually, have you already rolled? Okay, yeah. Roll 3d20 now. Because you have 4 zombies. I forgot we can do this actually kind of quickly. Okay, so 3 hits, 1 miss. Go ahead and roll d4 damage.
One d4? Or
Yeah, we're just going to do 1 for each. We'll use the same damage for all 3 that got hits. So. Ooh, okay. How do you want to split up the damage? Actually, I'll let you decide how you want to do that. Because you got 3 hits and you got 3 zombies in front of you, but you have 4 of your guys, so 1 of them missed. So I'll let you. You can put 2 hits on 1 of them, or just put 1 hit on all 3. 2 hits on that
I'll
one.
have no, yeah. Well, I mean, I'll have that one miss. I mean,
Oh, okay. Okay, but what I mean on the enemies you're facing, do you want 1 hit on each of them, or do you want 2 hits on one of them and 1 hit on another? Just because the way you have your zombies, it could go either way.
I want 1 hit on the one on the right and 2 hits on the one in the middle. So no damage on the one that missed.
Okay. Okay. Back to you, ISO.
Okay.
Ignore that.
Okay, so this skeleton jumped up and tried to grab him, so he's gonna do the same thing, try to just shove him off, smack him off the road just to clear some space and scoot up, and that's kind of his goal.
Okay. So using your staff like a baseball bat, like a
Yeah,
what?
just, swinging it, I guess, to the side, just kind of using his body weight, into it, just trying to shove this guy down and off the road or whatever, get him away, so he can move forward and try to, clear a path for everybody to follow.
Okay. Swing away. Ooh, man.
So,
Brutal. What's your staff's damage? D4 or D6?
damage D4. D4 plus strength or whatever.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. Your damage. The stick of order and obedience.
It rolled another to hit, but the one below is the damage. It's
Okay, so 6. Okay. Okay, you knock a good chunk off of it. It just falls to the ground, though. It doesn't... It's not dead. Okay, Jothier.
I'm gonna lunge at it with the torch, try and get that shield to catch on fire.
That would probably be something that would not... It would take more than that to set it on fire. I think you would... that would be something that you would just generally know. I mean, you could throw it in a fire and it would eventually catch on fire, but just...
I didn't know it
would
was
be...
old and brittle and dry.
All right, good point. Go ahead and we'll see how good you roll.
D20?
D20.
I'm so tempted to use an omen. I got a 5.
Wow. Yeah,
What I was going to ask was, because also I'm kind of using the torch as a bit of a distraction. Is he able to thrust with the torch and follow up with a sword stab, or is that kind of like a 2-action thing?
You could do it as one action. If you're just using it to like you said, distract. Like feint an attack from one direction. If that's what you mean.
I was
do
thinking
any
that
extra
if I used
damage
the
or anything.
torch
But...
and he raises his shield to that, I could try and slip under.
Like attacking with your presence instead of your might or something. Like, look over here, whack.
Yeah, some kind of a subterfuge thing. Yeah. You could do that. I mean, theoretically, that would just be one action. Again, you just wouldn't do any extra damage. But, yeah, you could do that.
Okay. Do I need to roll again for that, or?
Well, no. This time you
the
missed.
sword?
No. You just missed for this round.
Okay.
You said you got a 5, right?
Yeah, I didn't even bother doing any of the modifiers because I figured that's just so low.
It is. I was just making sure that I understood that you did roll. That's all.
Yeah.
I was saying. Okay. All right. Loxon?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Looks like Jothir's... I'm sorry. Iso's dragging your cart with you in it.
Alright, so I'm gonna try get as many undead out of the way before he moves the horse, so I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot this little undead guy here.
Okay. Fire away. Presence to aim, remember?
Got it.
Wow. Let's see
Damn.
who's in front of you.
It's one about who's in front more. It'll be goddamn eyesight.
The ISO or the horses or, all kinds of bad stuff.
Or if I can be, really unlucky, I could shoot the horse and the undead.
All right, roll a d6.
Well,
Oh.
I'll tell you what, if you shoot the horse, we're going to move a lot faster.
A 1 or a 2 is going to be ISO. A 3 or a 4 is going to be his horse. Oh, his horse.
My horse or the cart horse?
Your horse.
Oh, yeah, you guys are gone.
Now roll a d8. Good God.
Wait, the horse dead?
Nah, they're beefy.
No, you wounded it pretty good though. 4 damage.
Why couldn't it be the car horse?
That's your horse.
That's my horse! You put my horse in the car!
It was either that or leave you behind.
Or you get another horse.
All right, so yeah, you've given Iso's horse a very nasty shot to the leg, and it's just whinnying in pain.
To take off?
No, it's surrounded. It's moving towards you. You're the
Oh, wow.
least scary thing. But it's moving back away from the dead. Okay, and then again back here, let's see. We're going to swing on your zombies, Nyana, so just make one roll for all of them.
1d20.
Yeah, or actually, I keep forgetting you can do 3. Roll 3d20.
Not 4.
No, there's only 3 attacking you.
Alright.
Okay, so 1 dodge, 2 hits. Okay.
I assume you keep track of the health and stuff.
Yeah, I did. You're all set. All right, so yeah. 2 of the opposing dead take a couple of hits and land on your summoned creatures. But of course, they feel no pain, so they don't flinch, they don't run, they don't hide. Okay. Then, Jothier, go ahead and roll for a dodge. The one with the shield is swinging at you with a rusty sword.
Okay, I got a 8. Do I add agility to that?
Yes.
Okay, so that would make it 11, and my difficulty is reduced by 2.
Your difficulties. Oh, that's right. You have that ability. Read it. What does it say again? I keep forgetting about it. Does it just say all avoidance tests are reduced by 2?
Yeah, agility, presence.
Yeah, but both agility and presence, their difficulties are reduced by 2.
That seems so overpowered. So
And
okay.
yet, I'm only rolling 5s.
I know, right?
You get that for like not tailoring a class, right? That's like every one of those classes gets some kind of little perk.
No, that I think he took the tailored class, the specific class.
No, that's
not
what I
a-
mean.
Oh,
Instead of
yes.
yeah.
That's
Each of
what you
the
meant, gotcha.
book ones, you get a little bonus thing for thing. Which is cool.
So I guess that means I dodged.
You did, just barely. You can hear the sword swipe by your head.
You can smell the skin of its teeth.
All right, and then let's see. Loxon, go ahead and make a roll. You're getting attacked on the card as well. By an
17.
unarmed skeleton, but you dodge easily. Whoop. Okay, ISO, your turn. Skeleton coming in, clawing at you.
I got a 16. Ah! Tries to yell, thinking he's not wearing heavy armor because I'm sure that'd be slower.
Yeah, you're good to go. You are safe as well. Very slow, lumbering attack. You're able to get out of its way. I think that's all of you, right? Yes. Okay, Diana, it's back to you.
Alright, well, it's the same plan as last time. I urge my zombies to attack once more.
Okay, go ahead and roll 4d20. Okay, one hit. Where do you want it to go?
The hit will be on the middle one.
Okay, roll your damage.
Two.
Okay, it collapses back into the mud and just goes quiet. Okay, ISO. Oh, and the skeleton behind you. I forgot all about him. He's going to stand up.
I'll step right up. I guess they all step up. He's gonna continue what he's trying to do. You know, shove this thing off the road, knock it down, smack it, all that, get it out the way, and then
Okay. Your roll's going to be -1 this time because your horse is crowding you out, trying to get away from the dead. And
yeah,
it's injured and freaking out, so you're going to have to be extra careful. Unless you just don't want to care and you might hit it.
No, I like the horse, so I'll take the hit. Does I mean, looking at where that skeleton's positioned, and since I'll be going where this other skeleton is, if this works, maybe that other skeleton will get crushed by the wagon wheels behind me. Here's the hoping.
Okay, so you're going to lead it off to the left is what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, you know how I've been kind of leading him in my path here? I think just the way that this is angled, if I step forward where this other skeleton is at, if this works, it'll pull the cart over. It'll probably run that skeleton over.
Okay, yeah.
Especially when it was down, it was kind of under the cart. I was kind of hoping to smash it, but it got up. So maybe it'll just get bumped or something, I don't know.
Alright, see if you hit this one.
18.
Ooh, definitely. And your damage?
Let me just add a line that's just for the damage since I'm doing this a bit different, so I don't have to do the other roll.
Well, just roll d4 real quick, and then you can set it all up while we're moving on. Or d6 or whatever your damage was. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm already ready to go.
All right, you
Oh,
hit
sorry,
it.
it moved when I saved it, but that didn't come out correctly.
You just rolled 1d4. That's fine.
I clicked the wrong button, but it did just roll the d4, so it should be a 5. What that's worth.
You said it's a 5?
Yeah, the d4, the strength is +2, so should be the 3 would be a 5.
Okay. Then the skeleton completely shatters.
Awesome.
Okay, and move forward a little bit.
How far do you want me to go?
I mean, just a little bit. Just like you've
Am I
been
able
going the last couple times. Just a little. That's good.
Oh shit! It went off road. That's funny. I was trying to click where I thought my character would go, but it put it where the horse is because he's.
Well,
off
you can
forward.
adjust it. You can adjust it then. Because you're gonna, because you'll need to adjust it so that there you go. Because Loxon's gonna need it for his next fight.
I think that did the thing. It's hard to tell. It's trying to arrange my character. The horse is the main character and push everybody around. So.
All right, Jothier. You have 2 dead facing you down now.
Okay, I'm going to try to maneuver myself further into the road to try and keep them on the edge of the road. So with the torch out, I am going to, as I'm moving in, I'm going to try and swing at the skeleton on the right.
This one?
The one without a shield.
Okay. All right, swing away.
I want to use my omen so bad. I got a 3.
I mean, that's what they're for.
Yeah, gotta use him.
Yeah, I'll use my omen. The one I had was the reroll.
Okay. You reroll.
14.
That would be a hit. All right, what's your damage on your sword?
1d4.
Okay. And your strength?
+1, but I didn't roll. I
Okay,
rolled a
you're on. All right, so 3 total, correct?
3. Yeah.
All right. And then, Loxon, you're being dragged along, leaving behind you a trail of dead, undead, whatever you want to call them. Who are you shooting at now? Or are you shooting?
No, yeah. So I turn around and I see that one of the undead is actually right in front of Joseph. So I go
The
and
one-
shoot.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man, and
yes.
hope you don't miss.
Yeah, anyway. So I'm gonna shoot that one. Just try to help him.
Okay. Yeah, dead isn't the end for these guys. Guess that's why they call them undead. Wow. Look at you.
I'm good. I'm pretty good today.
Damage?
Oh no. 7. Man, I'm doing
Holy
real good today.
cow, son.
Who needs perfect rolls? I got all in this doing right.
Actually, Jother, he's going to fall forward towards you. And as he falls, you'll note the giant arrow in his back. Dug in very deep.
It's a bolt shot.
I'm so glad I'm the person who voted not to abandon the carts.
Meanwhile, Iso's like, it's okay, baby. We should have left those cards.
Poor horse. Okay. Oh, I killed the one. It's fine. All right. Loxon. One nearby you just turns and just takes a swipe at you. The others start to move up on... Ooh, you can take another hit, huh?
Don't be a 5 or more, please.
Well, it can't be a 5 or more for a D4, but sure. You take 1. Leaves you with a nice gash.
Why am I the only one who always gets hit? Has anyone noticed that? I'm the only one that's been hit so far.
Showed up just in time to tank for the group. Good job.
No, I mean, even before then, I'm still the only one I think that's been hit in the entire.
Just earlier.
Oh,
Temper got beat up.
still.
All right, ISO. This time your horse is going to get attacked.
No.
The dead starts reaching for where the arrows sunk in at.
It rolls to dodge.
Yep. Go ahead and roll for your horse.
I don't even know what I do with it.
D20.
Okay, just a naked one, just regular, and you'll do the rest.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, your horse evades quite skillfully.
He spooked and no, he can touch him.
Now he whoops. He's really going to start crowding you out, though. He's moving away. So your horse is going to be basically in contact with you.
All right, I think we're moving through.
Okay. Jother. He's going to take a swipe at you. So you go ahead and avoid, however, you feel best.
Okay, I'm trying and dodge as I continue to try and maintain my position moving forward in the center of the path.
Okay.
I rolled a 14.
And you avoided just fine. This is their turn, so you won't actually advance any, but you're holding your position there.
Okay.
And your horse is tied to Nyana's cart, so metaphorically and literally.
And a lot safer than Iso's horse.
Yeah. All right, Nyana. Let's see. You got 1, so let's try 2d20. No hits. Yeah, the dead just sort of shove each other around. No ground taken or ground made. So a bit of a holding situation there. I think that's it. Everybody's been attacked, right? 1, 2... Yeah. Well, Iso's horse got attacked, not Iso, but... Okay. Back to you then, Nyana, for offense time.
Right. Zombies. trying to finish off these two.
All right, go ahead and roll your 3d20.
4, right?
Yes, sorry, 4. So 2 hits. Okay, where do you want to assign the hits?
Spread them 50-50. 1 on each.
Okay, damage. Look at
4.
you. Sparing no expense. Okay, one falls back into the bushes with a splash in the mud. The other skeleton loses its non-sword-wielding arm, and one of its legs audibly cracks, so you can see it limping, but it's still standing and fighting. And then back to ISO.
ISO's just going to move through. If the horse is pushing against him or whatever.
Okay, well, we'll just say you could just roll to push on without getting pushed off. You're sort of balancing on the edge of the road there.
Okay, just mount the horse and go.
Yeah, sure.
Instead of letting the horse push him off, I mean, it's already trying to get out of here. You could just, like, go with its instincts at that point.
Sure, go for it. Well, I meant roll for it to make sure he's not too scared or skittish or avoiding. Guess just roll like your presence. Yeah, no, he is not gonna let you get on him right now. He's complaining, jittery, bleeding all over the leather saddlebags, so they're slippery. All right, Jothier.
Having been seeing
That was
these,
good. ISO. Sorry, go ahead.
Having seen how these zombies have been moving, are they moving like normal, or are we seeing them? They're kind of shambling and slow.
You haven't really seen them make any sort of exerted effort to run or move quickly or anything. They're just sort of in the road, milling about, blocking the way. That's about all you've seen.
Okay, I'm going to try and break away from this one and push in closer to the skeleton closest to Jothier that Nyana's zombie is fighting, and try to swing at that.
Okay. Let's see. Disengaging is going to be probably your action that you're going to be trying to do. So go ahead and just make a regular attack roll.
Would it be agility based?
Well, I'm going to... Whatever's your higher stat, we could say. I mean, if you want to dodge and get out of there, if you want to kind of use your sword to, help you defend any attacks that land, whatever's your higher stat, you can use.
Well, he's also got the lowered agility stuff on that particular character that does agility things, so...
I don't think any of it matters. I am consistently rolling 5.
Okay. So yeah, you're going to be locked locked into combat with that guy for at least another round, or you can just take damage and move out of the way.
Question: if I were to have been successful at that, and I was able to kind of position myself behind that skeleton, would that give Niana's zombie any type of bonus on its attack?
No, I'll give you a bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, Niana's zombies are mindless nothing.
No, hang on.
What? You gonna defend your zombies? Is that what's about to happen here?
Very insulting.
Yeah. Well.
It'd be like, oh look, an opening.
All right, Loxon, what are you doing? You've got a zombie crowding you now, so you're not gonna be able to shoot. He is right up on the cart.
I would stab him, but I don't know how much damage my arrows do by themselves.
D3, I think it was. I'll look it up real quick. It's D3 or D6? I think the D6 is with the bow, so hold on.
D8 with the bow.
No,
Well, my crossbow
with
anyway.
a bow. Yeah, you have a crossbow, so you do more than a regular bow. So we'll just say they will do...
One hopes, unless it's a, like, longbow.
Yeah, we'll just say it'll do, like, strength plus... we'll just say D2. It'll be just like a knife, I guess. A little weaker.
Okay, no, no. Could I push somebody? Could I push him back and quickly shoot him?
No.
I'm still gonna push him back then.
Just gonna push him? Okay.
Yep.
Well, okay, fine. I'm gonna push him in an attempt to knock him over. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay. Use your strength. Strength check.
Oh, I jinxed myself. I said to myself, the strength is my best stat, and I jinxed it!
Well, you can't even get a grip on him. The shoulder you grab and his skin just peels right off. It's pretty old
Okay,
and
one, ew.
decayed. So, yeah, back to their turn. All right. ISO, roll again for your horse. The dead's gonna take another swipe at it.
No. Oh no.
Oh yes. All right. Roll D4.
And 2.
Okay. 2 damage. The zombie takes a big bite right on top of the horse's wound where the arrow is.
Oh man, I thought you said they're mindless. That seems pretty premeditated.
He got lucky. He rolled a 20 for location. And a horse screams and it's going to run forward now. Now that it's clear, away from you and the cart.
Shit, I can't line them up.
It's alright, just leave it there.
There we go.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess Loxon, you get lucky. Okay, Jothier, the one with the, we'll say the skeleton's coming up with the knife. He's gonna take a swipe at you with the knife. What'd you get?
At least my dodge rolls are good. I got a 15.
Oh, you're clear. Okay. Let's see. Actually, Loxon will have this guy. Oops. This guy's going to attack you. So roll to avoid. Loxon,
So yeah,
roll to avoid.
I thought you said I was lucky.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Well, you are lucky. You just proved it, that's all. Okay, let's see. Two hits. Okay, one of your summoned falls, Diana. The other one takes a nasty hit. You can tell it's close to giving out as well. Oh, wait a minute. There's only one left, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I miscounted.
I found it strange that one would fall over.
Yeah. You're good. Actually, let me see. Yeah, you're fine. I thought the zombie... We're gonna have to figure out a way to make you some special zombies. Okay.
I know, right?
So, let's see. Is that everybody? Alright. More or less everybody. Okay, and Diana, I guess actually we're back to you.
Alright, well, I motion these two to make their way over to the remaining one. And the other two will attack.
Alright, 2d20. Alright, 2 hits, and he collapses.
Yeah, well, 2 damage each. But it doesn't matter, I see.
Yeah, that's why I just did that. You couldn't have not killed it. So, you're good. Okay, ISO.
So it looks like this cart's going for a ride, right? At this point, because the horse is picking up speed and crazy.
No, he just sprinted forward a short distance.
Yeah, but is the horse, it's been bitten and shot. It's gonna keep going, right? It's gonna keep running.
No, just moved up a short distance to get away.
It's just gonna walk a bit, stop, and get eaten again. I mean, if the horsefly bites a horse, it takes off.
This one's different. This one's a special horse.
Oh man, okay. Well, I guess I will assist Loxan, and so I won't jump in the cart and let this thing speed away. I will brawl with this thing, I suppose, since that's what's going on.
The one in front of you? The horns?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. Let's see what you can do.
I got a 13 to hit it.
Okay.
And if it hits, 5 damage.
Why is my... I don't know, for some reason my thing doesn't scroll all the way down. Okay, 5, alright. All right, you get a really, really good hit on that thing, and it staggers back. You've broken several bones in its body. It comes back even more disjointed and sort of hunched over than it was before.
You,
All right, Jothier. Yeah, you're now getting crowded to where they can gang up on you and attack from multiple angles. So what are you doing?
Yeah, Jothir's not going to try and fight them all. He's still going to try and disengage and get closer to Niana in the cart and catching on. She has some friends.
Okay. So you want to use strength or agility? How are you trying to do this? Okay. Go for it.
I might as well use a digital roller. I rolled a 5 again.
Sure your thing's not... Oh, you just rolled a...
It's a real
16
dice.
dodge. Yeah. You gotta microwave that one and then throw it away.
Yeah.
Okay. No, not disengaged. Can't move. They've got you hemmed in pretty good, apparently. All right, Loxon. You're getting crowded in the cart again. What are you doing?
I'm gonna just do the same thing.
Shove it
no,
to the
just mind.
ground?
Actually, no, just mind. I'm gonna stab the undead in front of me with power.
Okay. And roll your strength.
Where is that block I had before?
I don't know. But I don't know. It's not on your character sheet, that's for sure. Or in your dice.
Loxon has a spear from a while back, but it's probably not on his pawn.
It might be in his left hand.
I so gave it to you.
Shoot.
Nope. Yeah. It's too late anyway, Hoy. It's too late anyway, Hoy. I have my turn.
Okay. All right, yeah. Dead turn Loxon. He's reaching in the cart to get you. You get a +1. He's going over the side. He's reaching for you.
6.
Yeah, he's going to get you. Oh, for 1.
Let's go.
All right. ISO, your turn. Reaching for you, snapping at you with its teeth.
Get away! 15.
Oh, yes, you easily avoid it. Okay, Jothier. I need you to roll 2d20. You're going to get attacked from both sides this time.
I rolled a 17 and a 5.
Wow, that 5.
I don't know what the threshold is, but my 5s are kind of like 10s because I get that +3 and I get the -2. I'm assuming it's I need at least 12 though.
Yeah, 12 is the standard. So you just take one hit, distracted by one, the other one manages to get in a lucky strike, so you take 2 damage. All right, and Nyana, well, I guess you don't take anything. Nobody's near you.
Lucky me.
Lucky you. So it is back to your turn then.
Alright, well, I yell. I'm sending some of my zombies to help you. And I motion my zombies towards where ISO is.
Okay. You can move them about halfway there. They're slow. You move up just a little bit more. About to where the dark between your two lights is. You're sending him sideways. You're trying to send him towards ISO, right? Like
Well,
this
the
way?
general area.
Yeah. Yeah, you move,
Oh,
move to
sorry.
like...
I meant Jover. Sorry.
Oh. Then yeah, you can move him right up.
I
to
mixed
where...
up the names.
Gotcha. You can move him right up to Jothir's friends. All right, go ahead and attack.
40-20?
Yeah. Three hits. Let's see the damage. Ooh. Alright, which one do you want to take 2 hits? The skeleton or the zombie?
Valid.
Okay. ISO?
Things are getting crowded, so he's going to try to swing his stick at the head of this other guy that he was smacking before. Maybe he'll break the right amount of things, so he'll stop getting up and they can get out of here.
Which one is it? The one on the right?
The one he was already
horns?
attacking. The one he attacked previously.
Well, okay. Okay, the one with the horns then. Correct?
13 to hit and a 2 and 5 damage.
Alright. He's toast then?
Loxton,
Jothir.
use your spear.
Jothir, what's your plan here? You're getting double swarmed now. Although it appears some of them aren't as hostile as others. Jothir?
Well, I'm gonna lunge at the one closest to me. So I guess the one that's on Jothir's left looks like he's the closest. That skeleton.
Okay.
Having not been able to get away twice in a row, Jothir's just gonna stand his ground now. Hope for the best. Oh, it wasn't a 5. Got a 2.
Wow. Yeah. New dice time. Alright, yeah, the skeleton somehow manages to dodge. And you make it look quite agile, too. Alright, Loxon.
So, yeah, so I'm gonna listen to ISO. I'm gonna take out my stick.
Okay. and attack.
Oh, and I attacked the one. I attacked the one nearest to me.
Okay. Good. And, use your strength. What is your secondary?
$11.
Nope. Swing and a miss.
You gotta be kidding me.
Once you get a bonus for high ground? Like just a +1?
No, I haven't been giving it to him this time. I want to stay consistent. Where's the spear that I gave you? Or that you got? I remember which one it is. Vaguely. Oh, here we go, I think. There you go. Try
Yeah,
your
it was
left-
the ones that, like there were some downed soldiers near Lord Gannison at the Goblin Camp. It's one of those spears, if that helps.
Yeah, I knew which one it was. I just
Okay. Yeah, 1d6.
put it into his hand there. Okay. Guess we're back to the dead now. So we're going to turn on Nyana's summoned minions. Two hits. Ooh, 4-piece. Dropping 2 of them. Jothir, go ahead and roll your conspiring dice. See if you can manage to avoid the skeleton. Oh, kicking you, apparently.
I rolled both conspiring dice, and they both failed.
Okay.
Yeah, the first roll was a 6, so.
All right. 3 damage. All right, and Loxon and Iso, you guys can both defend yourselves. Loxon, you'll still get +1, him reaching over the cart.
I think he's gonna give me. I got an 11.
I think he's gonna get you too. Ah, 1 damage.
Just a flesh wound.
Yeah, just a flesh wound. All right, Loxon, you. Loxon. Alright, he dodges. I rolled for him.
I'm back. What?
Nothing. Already rolled for you. Alright, Nyana. What's going on?
Can I cast another spell?
I think so. I don't think your spell will die. Don't remember it saying anything about spell upkeep. What spell are you wanting to cast?
I want to use palms, open the southern gate.
And what does that one do?
A ball of fire hits D2 creatures, dealing D8 damage per creature.
Okay. Alright, see if you can cast the spell.
I don't.
Oh, you don't. Okay, so roll D2. Alright, you take 1 damage and become dizzy for the next hour. And if you try to cast any spells for the next hour, they always fail in the most catastrophic way possible. Bwahaha.
I will probably cease my attempts at magic for at least an hour.
Okay, ISO.
Let's see. So Loxan hit the one to his left last time.
He
Is that
missed.
right, or the one on his right? Oh, he attempted to strike the one on the left. Okay, I see.
The one behind the cart.
Can ISO jump into the cart and take a crack at the one to Loxan's left?
Sure.
Looks like
hit.
21. Oh, it just rolled strength. It didn't roll the. What did I roll? Oh, I just rolled strength without the weapon. That's funny. So let me roll I guess a D4 or 2. So 5 damage. I'm pretty consistent with those 5s. I'm like Jothier, but on the right dice.
Take note, Jothier. Take note. This is how you roll 5s. You're doing it all wrong.
You're inverted like Top Gun.
Okay. So, let's see. ISO. Alright, Jothier, it's your time to roll a not 5.
How about you let someone else roll for you?
Yeah.
just to see if it's not rigged.
I rolled a 15. I'm going to go with that.
Okay. Who were you attacking? The same one? The skeleton?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was dodging. Yeah, Jothier can kind of tell us at the point that these are. Well, I mean, he saw out of the corner of his eye, I guess, that these are other ones are Nyana's zombies. These 2 or 3.
2. Well, you don't know at this point, actually. You can't tell. They all look the same to you. Dead is dead is dead.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to continue going. Well, Jothier will continue going with the closest one to him. So if that's the one on his left, then that's how he's swinging at.
Okay. And swing for your damage. Or roll for your damage. You already hit with a 15, so just need your damage.
One. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Plus strength.
Doesn't matter. As you strike it, you cut a rib in half, and the rest of it just collapses onto the ground and scatters about into the mud and on the street. All right, and Loxon, you now have company in the cart.
Why didn't
We-
you come in before?
I was afraid of the crossbow you were using.
Well, have no fear. My spirit's here.
Nice, very nice.
That was good.
Well, let's see if he's right first before we start to laugh.
Alright,
We might be crying here in a minute if he gets a 1, and you're the only thing nearby him.
Alright, I'm gonna.
That would be hilarious. Go for the one on the left.
Yeah, go for the left. Oh, Fred. Oh, hell yeah!
Wow.
20.
Oh, a crit. All right, so I think that's the first crit we've had, right?
Yeah,
Attack-wise?
yeah, attacking and stuff, yeah.
Let me
Certainly
find,
got a fair amount of ones.
yeah, go ahead and roll your damage while I'm looking for the crit effect.
Man, it's because you use that quip. See, now if you start taking, you start scaling up as a bard, it'll be your superpower.
Coming up with quips.
Just got the quip before every roll.
Got 4.
Wow. What's your damage on the spear? 6?
Yeah.
It's a 1d6 plus strength for the spear.
So +2.
Okay, so you get... Oh, wow, it doesn't actually matter. So you get double damage.
It doesn't matter, like he's dead then.
Nice,
Yeah,
like 12.
he just explodes. Well, yeah, your spear just goes through him, rips out, and just... Oops. It's this one, right? Next to your cart?
Yes, it.
Yeah, you
Nice
rip out all his innards, and he's just done.
Nice job, Vlad.
Who?
Vlad. He's being funny in
I
character.
know, I'm a
funny.
character, yeah. I
Oh.
know, I'm
I
a
gotcha.
character,
I'm
saying.
sorry. I interrupted.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
who
yeah.
Vlad gave pain in the estimate.
Just a story I read once. It's about a man who's very creative with his pole arms.
Okay, Luxon, since you have cleared out any other obstacles, he comes and attacks you, so see if you can avoid him. And, yeah, Iso's behind you in the cart, watching your back, and his own.
Do I get +1 for the advantage?
No, this time there's no gate between you and it. It's just the open section in the back here.
I got
so-
12 anyway.
You're safe. You manage to avoid him, but just barely. It's getting very crowded very quickly in that cart. Jothier, you do the same. The dead in front of you lunges forward with its shield.
Are you sure you don't want someone else to roll?
I rolled a 10, plus I get the agility bonus.
All right,
to
then you're
reduction,
good.
So.
Yeah, you're set. You just barely managed to step out of its way in time before it makes contact with you. And then, let's see, Nyana's minions. Two hits. Really? Okay. Your minions both take a hit. Oh, you know what? I did this wrong, didn't I?
No, I think you did it right.
Yeah. No, I took the health off the bad one. Wow. Okay, now I did it right. So yes, your minions take the damage, not the enemy ones. And then we're back to you. Ready to retaliate?
Yep.
All right, go ahead. Two hits. Roll of damage. I should have just left it the way I did it. Okay.
Like Rock'em Sock'em Zombies.
Yeah, pretty much. They're both trading needle point hits. It's like a slap fight.
Those look like they suck if you ever watch those on YouTube.
Okay, then it is ISO.
Now, Iso's going to try. He's going to say, "Luxon, I'm going to attempt to use magic to close your wounds. Hold on a second." And then I'm going to attempt that.
Okay.
And I got a 17. This says D2 creatures regain D10 hit points each. So I guess I'll pick myself if I get a D2 because I don't think there's any. I don't know if there's no range called out. Can I get my horse from here? There's no range.
Wow, you see that, Loxon? He wants to heal his horse over you. Yeah, your horse isn't too far away. Plus, it's magic. I mean, unless it says specifically like you have to lay your hands on him. What's the name of the spell?
Grace of a Dead Saint. I think it just says.
It's fine if you want to heal your horse. But roll your D2. Let's see if it even is relevant.
If I get to. A 2! Alright, do you want me to roll once for the spell, for both, or just roll twice for healing? For the 1d10?
No, you can just roll once. It's fine.
A
I mean, if
10.
you want to roll twice, it's up to you.
Oh no, stop now.
Yeah, not now, I don't. Alright. So your horse is, I don't even remember the hit it took the first time.
It was a 4 and a 2 total. So 6, if it doesn't have some kind of armor resistance or whatever.
No, he's good as new.
Yeah.
Well, except for the arrow sticking in it. Still.
I'm sure it just healed it right out, like magic does, right?
Yeah, totally. Totally, no. No, you can do horse surgery later. I'm excited.
Okay, cool.
I'm excited for that.
It's like first edition, AD&D stuff. So I'm used to this.
Jothier, back to you. You going to attack the dead in front of you again?
Yeah, the other two, they're not even paying attention to me, are they? Got their
Nope.
backs to me.
Nope, they don't. Or they are not, rather. They have their backs to you.
Hey, Loxon,
Apparently, I have the Berserker.
You what?
I said, apparently, I have the Berserker.
I don't know.
So
with your dice.
I rolled a 13.
Okay.
What am I adding to it?
Just your dice, or your strength plus D... What do you have? A short sword? 4? 6?
D4, yeah.
All right.
Got a 4. Plus 1.
Okay, so 5.
Yes.
All right, you land an enormous hit on this thing, and you can just sort of see it buckle as your sword cuts through. But it's still standing when you're done, albeit not by any great amount. Then Loxon. Loxon, what are you doing?
Ooh, okay.
Hey,
That's
hey,
what it says.
Loxon, I healed you for 10 first thing. You might want to, you can update your token.
Oh, damn, yeah. I'm actually fully healed then. Hallelujah. Just, I guess the only thing to do is to strike the undead.
Well, you tell me.
I'm gonna stab the undead with my stats if it was fit.
All right. You hit him. Damage.
Okay. Wait.
Plus your strength.
So, do you mean the bonus?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, 5 then.
All right. You stab it in the same place you did the last one. This one just seems to be a little fresher. If you could use the word fresh to ever describe one of these things. So you pull back a chunk of its innards, its chest, but it's still standing up, and it's still looking at you hungrily, gnashing its teeth. And then, actually, it'll go ahead and attack you again, so it's going to lean in with a big old take a mouthful out of your leg.
And it's gonna work.
And it's gonna work. Oh, very nice.
Isa will use his reroll dice to let Luxon reroll.
Wow.
Well, son.
Yeah, you're using my reroll dice. I get to pronounce your name however I want.
It's true. I wouldn't complain.
It helped anyway, 15.
Yay!
All right. So just as the skeleton, zombie dead, just as the dead leans in, gets a nice placement, and ISO jerks you back just in time. Just to hear the snap of its teeth. One of its teeth even falls out. It bit so hard. You hear the little
Thanks.
ting
I think
as it hits the.
I think he was going for your boys.
Not my little boys.
All right, Jothier. Let's see if you can dodge your relentless attacker. He's going berserk, swinging and swinging.
I rolled a 12.
And you did. Just by the skin of your teeth. All right, and Nyana, let's see if you can avoid attacks for your zombies.
Let's see if my zombies can.
One does, one does not. So, yeah, go ahead and roll d4.
One roll damage.
Okay. And now your go, your move. Your time to strike.
I did the same as usual.
Okay. So
One hits.
Yeah. Okay, damage.
It's a slow fight, I suppose.
Yeah. Again, it's like the slap fight. Which one do you want it on? The one closest or the one furthest from you?
Closest. Meanwhile, can I move up a little with my
Yes.
horses?
Are you running off the road intentionally, or?
Oh, apparently. Not
Well,
very
that's what I'm
intentional.
asking. If you're doing it intentionally, you can fix it. If you're not, that's why I'm asking. If you need to fix it before we continue.
God, it went worse.
There you go. Now R to turn the way you want to look. There you go. All right. While he's adjusting there, ISO, what are you doing?
He's going to assist Loxanne with this fresh spelling chap with him try to strike him with a stick.
All right. Well, you're going to be at -1 because Loxan's blocking you, and you're in this narrow cart.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Miss.
Okay. Not quite low enough to hit Loxan, though. That would be great. Then, let's see. Jothier? Can you make some progress over here? Because it's not going so well for our heroes.
All right, I'll take another swing at him. I think this dice is weighted. It didn't roll. I went to roll and it actually landed and
Okay, well if it just landed, let it roll. Roll it.
You're the only one that knows.
No, he's showing integrity. But yeah, if it doesn't roll, then you can roll it.
it like just went up and just landed. But I rolled it again and got a 14.
Okay. So you hit him. What's your damage? How do you roll your dice? Don't you like cup your hands, shake it up like you're playing Monopoly when you were 12, and then just let it loose? What's your damage, sorry?
4 plus 1. 5 again. Everything is 5.
Don't make me do math. As your game master, I demand you don't give me additional work.
I'm telling you it's 5. I'm just telling you
he's dead.
What I got because you can't see it.
He's dead. All right, please, I trust you. If I can't trust you to play a role playing game, I'm not gonna. That would be the least of my concerns.
Speaking of 5, that's also as many health points as I have left now.
Nice. Maybe Loxan can shoot you for the remaining 5. All right, Loxan. What are you doing? Come on, finish this.
I'm gonna. This time I'm gonna strike true.
Strike true. All right. Do you have an omen to use, or just get it out of the way?
No, my omen's the reroll, I think.
Oh, okay.
It is, yeah. It is, yeah.
All right, roll.
Okay, now I'm definitely using it.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
Are you kidding me? The exact same number.
I think he just dropped that one. Can he just roll again? I think it just fell down.
I think now, if I do it now, wait for it. Yeah, look at that. Bullshit!
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Yeah. For your trouble, Loxon, go ahead and we'll actually use that as your dodge since you rolled it. No spamming dice. This is hard enough. That's your dodge. So you dodged the attack. Jothier, you're actually not going to take any attack. We're going to let Nyana's minions continue to tank. And neither one's going to take any hits.
Yeah,
That's
like
not-
mine are very quick.
This might be possibly the longest fight we've had so far.
No, the one that you and Noodle had was the longest. That was
How
That
long
was-
ago? How long was that?
Like the
Yeah,
entire
the
section.
fight was 2 hours plus. So
2 hours. Bloody hell!
yeah,
Well-
the one where you're fighting the bison and the
No.
the spirit.
Oh,
cultist.
Just a cultist.
Yeah.
It
That
was
one
just
was-
me and her. Me and him.
It went into the later hours.
Yeah,
Alright.
just me and Noodle versus a bunch of.
Hold on. Back in game here. We're focusing. Focus. Nyana, please do something.
Well, I mean, it's in the hand of my zombies, so
Yeah, roll. See who you can take down. Finish them. One roll to rule them all. One roll to wreck them. And bury. Okay.
yeah, that's not gonna happen. Not
No.
today, I'm afraid.
Quit playing around now. This isn't fun. This is life and death for everybody except for you.
I mean, I have slight dizziness.
Yeah.
Think of my health.
Take this seriously, Nyana. Jeez. All right, so you see Nyana back there looking like she's a little tired. Maybe she wants to take a nap. I don't know. She's yawning. She's a little bored.
Her low pan thumb controlling work is just getting slower, and zombies aren't getting as effective.
All right, so what are you doing?
I'm going to try to again assist Loxon, even though I get a -1, and try to hit this zombie.
All right. Do it up. Success.
All right, even with a -1, thank goodness. All right,
You knock it back. You can hear it hit the hard stone, and you just see blood splatter out with a thud, and it stops moving. Meanwhile, the bushes to either side of you start to rattle, and you can see more of them.
we got to
Coming
get out
in.
of here. Try to wrap it up, and we have to leave. They're surrounding us.
All right, Jothier?
Oh, after he hits, can he move?
Yes.
He's gonna move up to the horse. The
Yeah.
one.
All
And
right,
I guess
Jothier, what's your... Say again, I'm sorry?
I'm gonna wait to mount it unless it's not a roll, and then he'll mount it.
No, well, he's healed now, so yeah, you're good.
Okay. They look like they're trying to take off now.
We got to go.
All right. Since the zombies and undead are all kind of fighting each other here, Jothir's gonna break away and make for his horse, trying to untie it and mount.
All right. Go for
I
it.
guess it's time to get out of here. Then.
They're not facing you. You're not engaged, so if you just want to turn and mount the horse, you're not going to have to do anything. Yeah, you're not injured too badly or anything else I can think of that would keep you from doing it.
Yeah, but I
Meanwhile-
guess he would probably sheath his sword because he'd have to use a hand to get up on the horse.
I thought you were just trying to make it interesting. I should have made you roll for if you want to get on the horse with your sword. Hey, that's what you should have rolled for. There you go.
Do I really need another 5?
It'd be entertaining for me. I mean, you know, your mileage may vary. Loxon, that's you.
Well, okay, fine. I do my horse then.
You're
That
gonna do.
you.
You're
Okay,
gonna do what?
I'm gonna get on my horse.
Okay. That's it? You're just getting on your horse?
Can I still shoot my crossbow?
Not if you're gonna go get on your horse and running the opposite direction.
Yeah, then I guess that's it.
Okay. Nyana and Jothair, since you guys are back here, you can see the zombies in the road that attacked you are engaged. Meanwhile, you can see the others starting to come out of the forest. You can hear the bushes shaking.
Yeah, I think it's time to get out of here. I want to ride past
Okay.
by zombies that are fighting the others.
Yep, you can do that.
Oh, looks like I took one with me.
That's
That one.
You've really attached to that one, huh? It's fine.
Through life and death.
Your cart dragged it as you ran over it. It's fine. Just leave it right there. It's perfectly normal. Perfectly natural.
Alright, we'll leave it there.
After a decent little ride, you guys have finally arrived in Bone Drift. You can see the city in front of you. Simper is still mostly unconscious. When he's conscious, he's just sort of murmuring things, coughing, falling back asleep. You spread out your rations amongst you. It was about a day's worth for each of you. So, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are out of rations now? Completely out of rations?
Yeah.
According to math, I still have 1 day's of food left.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we used 2 days on the way here, right?
Yes.
Yep, that's what you said last time.
So
I have 1 left then.
I had 1, found 4, but we spread that all out, so we could basically use the 2, I think. So yeah, 0 for ISO at that point.
Okay. Jothair, what are your rations like?
I had 2 at the start. I'm not sure. Was I supposed to deduct 1 at the start of this?
Well, no, we'll just do 2. You'll deduct 2,
Okay.
so now you're at 1 left. So 1, 0, 0, and 1. All right.
And then if we want to risk that beef jerky.
Right. Right. All right, well, there you go. Carry forward, then, adventurers. Or if there was anything you wanted to discuss sort of on the way or before you get to the city, now would be that time.
So just to recap, what's our game plan with Lord Gannison? Just tell him that Melandra is going to advise the king to once again use his magic and do her best.
Yes, we will inform him as we receive the information. There's not much to it except to wait anyways.
Do we add any extra info, such as that we have encountered along the way, such as the Riders of Death, or
I think that might land us in more trouble.
I was thinking similar. I just wanted to see what you guys feel about this. Maybe we just do our due diligence and turn in what we were asked to do, and maybe keep some of the other things to ourselves.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Or we could see what, for example, Exeter knows about Macros.
That's a good point.
I
I
think
think
the less we tell him that's beyond our mission, the less chance there is that he'll give us a new one.
True, but I don't feel very safe on relying on Macros. If there's any other way we can get rid of those things that marked Loxan and Semper.
But Melandra, I mean, she was kind of a prick, but she did say maybe we should avoid Exeter and trying to indenture ourselves to her.
Yes, but there are not many that... Well, she seems to know her way around magical stuff.
You've met?
I mean, if you look at all the skeletons in the city, that is not something I would name as normal. You might have seen that I know a little bit about it.
Or just a smidge? But that's okay. I know a few things. I won't hold it against you if you don't hold it against me.
I think we are in agreement.
Okay, so with the Lord, we will just tell him what he sent us to do. The message coming back. And how do you think we would, maybe you, would get an audience with Exeter without him knowing and hearing all about the extra details?
It might prove quite difficult. Though we could pretend, of course, that one of us was sent to Exeter as an excuse to have that private
Oh,
conversation.
yes, like direct. Perhaps another secret message. It is her son, after all. I like this plan.
Well, we are going to have to tell him about the riders
In
because
some way.
they're going to ask why we weren't able to access the city.
Let Luxen explain that one.
But to Exeter or to Lord Gannison? I think we were saying Exeter, right?
I suppose we'll have to wait and see who we meet first, but I think Bia ought to speak to Exeter alone about Macros.
Specifically about Magris. Okay. Gotcha. Well, off we go then.
Did you answer all of Loxton's questions?
You know, I had agree. They're just telling me what happened.
Okay, so you have no questions?
Yeah, well, I do actually, yeah. Where did this guy come from?
Well, apparently the forest. He wasn't there, and suddenly he was there behind us.
He was just a good floating Samaritan. You know, they pop up every now and then. Not everyone's evil, even if their eyes are red and they're floating and dropping black tendrils behind them.
Though not all ask you to dig up a grave.
Certainly not all of them. I mean, not all evil people, are the only ones interested in having Luxon dig up graves and remove hearts and bury heads and all the things he has to do now to remove that mark.
Temporarily.
Hey, I'm not. Hey, I'm not a grave robber.
Oh, you're right. Temporary. I keep forgetting that. It's temporary. So to suppress the mark. Sorry, Loxan, it was the best we could do. It's just a suppression. It's kind of like
Hey, Either way,
Patient.
I'm not a goddamn grave robber. Do I
Well,
look like I
unless,
rob graves for a living?
well, unless you find an alternative, I don't think you have much of a choice.
I don't even think I am this. I don't even think I am Mott.
Well,
What?
You sure you didn't mean your man?
Loxan, let me put it this way, right? So, like, if you're not much of a swimmer, but you get dropped in a lake, do you say, I'm not a swimmer, and drown? Or do you try to swim?
That's a completely different situation.
So, I guess what I'm saying here is that you're going to have to learn how to dig up graves if you want to continue living, or you're going to drown. Those things are going to come looking for you in the old wretch back there because of how close you got to them. I suppose they've mocked you in some way, but you already heard that.
Though there is one man we've met that knows how to kill those riders.
Yeah, so let's go ask him.
You may.
He probably knows how to get rid of this.
Well, he killed one once, I believe.
And then was
And how
banished.
he feels about an entire party of them.
Well, he must have gotten close to kill one, so maybe he's smart too? And he knows how to deal with it?
If we come across him, we might ask. But you shouldn't count on it. Might as well practice your shoveling.
Anyway, let's get to this. Let's get to the goddamn man and get this over with.
I agree. Let's get into town.
Are your weapons out, Luxon?
Oh, no.
I can't remember if they count a stick as a weapon or not, but I'll put this away. However, I'll take it off my model. I don't know what the heck I would actually do with a stick in real life.
Just leave it on your horse.
I mean, I had a stick and was fine with it.
Your horse might need a splint.
Oh,
Yeah.
I fixed it up. Put fix a flat in it.
Anyway, are we set enough?
Yes, right away.
Oh, don't forget Semper.
On it.
Okay. Now, as you approach the front here, the front gate, you see the skeleton start to glow a green and takes a very aggressive stance towards you.
Well, all of us?
Yep. Well, I mean, you don't know who it is. But he's stopping where he's at, and the other ones around the area begin to walk towards you. Others start to form in the bone pits. They gather from all the bones, and they all start forming and walking towards you.
Okay, well, I'm clearly gonna back off. I advise everyone else to do the same.
Skeletons, hear me. We're here to see Lord Gannison in Exeter. We're the messengers that they sent. Send back a message.
So may I remind you that it's best not to speak any names here.
Oh, but I'm not here yet.
Well, I don't know what these skeletons consider here precisely. I would just be careful.
They said not to ask for anyone's names. I haven't done that announcing. Don't you remember the rules?
I think I remember them fine. I'm just being very cautious. This doesn't seem like a place to get into any trouble.
Right.
Or they are clearly blocking your way, all of them, and they have a little bit of a green glow about them.
I shout out as loud as I can. Possibly. So I shout as loud as I possibly can. We're here to see the man. We're here to Report back to the man of Wick Roads. Yes.
Rickroll?
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Fine. You know you know what I meant.
I like that. The man of Rickroll.
You know, that's not even what I said, but okay.
All right, enough. In an instant, Exida just appears out of nowhere.
Hello.
Leave now. If you set one foot in this city, I will destroy all of you. Do not return.
For what reason?
You are marked. Don't be stupid.
What do you mean, what? As I pretend to be, you know, stupid.
We have explained this, Roxanne.
I'm not talking to you.
I know, but you're still being stupid.
Well, Nana, you wanted your audience. I guess here's your chance.
Well, since we are here, facing eye to eye anyways. On our way here, we met a floating guy named Macris.
She gets visibly pissed when you say this name. Do not mention that name in my presence ever. Leave now.
All right then. Well, overland it is.
Do you not want to receive the news we've brought from Anjet?
My son sent me all I need to know. You toyed with forces you shouldn't have. And now, I'm sure you know the rest. Especially if you spoke to Magris.
Is there not anything you can do? About the mask, I mean. The mark.
I will not bring them down upon me. They're your problem. Leave my lands and do not return.
All right then. Well, it was a good talk, and
Well,
see you later.
well, at least tell us where Lord Gannison is.
I don't keep tabs on Lord Gannison. You're his problem now, not mine. If I were you, I wouldn't go back to see him either. He's not very pleased.
The old man has certainly got us in a lot of trouble.
You know what? I'm starting to think I should have actually left him there.
It would have been wise, but you seldom are. I'm sorry we had to... I'm sorry it came to this. I guess we won't be seeing each other around.
She just stands silently. Doesn't say anything.
Juthier moves forward with his horse a little bit and addresses her and just says, "We're happy to oblige your orders, but we've been traveling a great distance trying to deliver your messages and do what it is that you wish of us. We're running low on rations. Do you have any that you can spare? The more that we have, the better equipped we are for a journey away, the further we can be. Anything that you're fearing might follow us would be further from you."
We have silver to spare, if that helps.
She clenches her teeth quite angrily. If you don't leave, starvation will be what you beg for. This is your final warning. And then the skeletons all stand just a little more upright. And they all clearly turn in your direction.
Fine, I guess we won't be back. But I guess the only path forward is Rookwater.
Just to let you know, this was the old man's fault.
Nice. You literally put the cart before the horse, Ultra. Congratulations. I've never seen it done, but you just did it.
It's a rare magic trick.
It's a neat magic trick. You didn't even have to roll for that one.
Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. Before we go though, can you explain why the old man is still sick and I'm not?
The skeletons begin to slowly walk forward.
Lux and old men tend to be more
Okay, I guess not.
prone to illness. I suggest we get out of here.
Yeah, chauffeur, hurry up, please.
After a trip from Bone Drift, you've decided to come to Duneguard. It's a quiet night in the desert. You see the same familiar lights at the keep. No armies attacking. Nothing unusual.
Let's hope our luck turns around here.
For me, yeah.
For all
Which
of us.
reminds me, your luck is actually a little 5 silver short, Loxon, because you, when you got sick, you had to buy the cart. So,
Excuse me?
yeah. When you got
When was
sick,
this a thing?
right when they stuck you in the cart. So, anyway, carry on, please, adventurers.
It's head on in. And hope for the best.
Could Semper please lie down?
Simper is down on mine.
Yeah, he's down one too.
He's standing on my cart.
What happened to the other cart?
I got up.
You paid 5 silver for that. You didn't want to keep it.
I didn't know I paid 5 silver for it till now.
Well, here. Whoops.
I don't want it.
Oh, okay. Then you, we'll say you traded it for a day's rations by somebody passing by.
Yay.
Well, 2 days, let's be fair. Alright, so move on or move up or
Move up.
discuss, whatever you're doing.
Okay, I guess move up.
I think we discussed. Resupply, please.
Yeah, and for some good news at least.
Have silver. Waving torches. Please don't kill us. Totally not undead.
Yeah, totally not a law.
For some reason, I can't move this horse.
I think Joe Theater just wants to hang back and see how this goes down.
Is that horse's name Excalibur?
Is this even the is this even the entrance?
Yeah, there's a ramp right
It
there.
is
Yeah.
a entrance. Probably not suitable for a cart, but
Oh yeah, they do have that one ditch entrance.
Yes,
somewhere.
if we go around, perhaps.
we could leave Semper outside.
Cool desert air would be good for his wrinkles.
There. I don't know, that was weird. Wouldn't let me move the horse. This one's brown, not black, but we'll fix it later. Jother was distracted by a shiny in the sand.
Alright, well, I dismount here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
And I'm not stuck in a horse.
Whoops. All right, you see one of the Dune Guard defenders at the top of the ramp. Who's there?
We're a group of weary travelers looking for supplies.
We helped stop the war earlier. We're here to speak to the Lady of the Keep.
Who wants to speak to the Lady of the Keep?
The saviors of your fort, the ones that stopped the war from earlier, from having your fort overtaken.
Taylor, Lobson. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Lobson. My god, I can't not speak! Okay, someone
Sorry,
please.
what he means to say is that Loxen, Iso, and Ainayana, and Jaffer as well, are here to seek supplies. The Lady of the Keep should remember us, if that helps.
Yeah, what she said.
Wait here.
Will do. Thank you.
He turns around and yells. Some people are here for supplies. Say they want to talk to the commander. Say they... He turns around. You're from Rookwald.
Yes,
We came from there, yeah.
And you said you came and you stopped the war.
Yes, we were the ones that came and with special tidings to the general that was overtaking your fort. We got him to stop.
We forged the truce, basically.
Yes, emissaries.
They say they brought the truce. Yeah, I don't understand it either. Just go tell the commander. He's yelling over his shoulder. Several minutes later, you hear somebody yell, "Let him in!" So he steps to the side and motions you up with his spear.
Okay, head up.
Sir, could you step out of the way, please?
You got plenty of room. Nine is not that
Yeah,
big.
I went past him.
Yeah,
Eat a
quite
salad,
good of you.
Nyana. Jeez.
Sorry, it's just usually they aren't this rude.
So, where is she?
You see one of the defenders approach. He does not have a sword out. What is it you want with the commander? Hey, you. No wandering. Motions ISO back to the group.
Yes. Definitely here to resupply. We have silver. We wanted to exchange maybe some information. She was going to champion a task, doing some scouting.
We also have been on Bone Drift on our travels, so we may bring some news from beyond the enemy lines.
Exactly.
And a few personal questions too.
You have personal questions for the commander.
Roxanne, this might not be the time to share your romantic interests.
She's not your type.
What? No. No, I don't really like her that way.
Hey, they've got somebody here in a cart. You hear the guard from up top yelling down.
Oh yeah, that's the old man. Just leave him there for now.
He's a bit under the weather.
You can call it under the weather, but I call it too hot on the bottle myself.
Does he have some
His age just can't
plague,
handle it.
or is he drunk? Which is it?
Let's just
He's
say
certainly not feeling well, but no plague. Got no lesions to inspect him.
yeah, let's say he took too much he took too much in the side, but that's not the word. He's drunk. All right, he's drunk.
And these old and old people tend to have pains. Be assured none of us have in the weeks we've traveled with him
Yeah, he took in the
taken
sides
to
too much.
illness.
I'll go talk to the commander. No promises. We can get you your rations, though. Wait over by the
That will be
campfire.
appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
He
you.
motions
Thanks.
around the corner in this direction.
I immediately head off.
I'll go after him.
Truth there.
Yeah, that's the. He's guiding us to the rations right now, right?
Yeah, he's motioned you. He said there's a I
Yep.
said go to the campfire, and he points this direction.
Okay. So Jatir will go there too with them. He's not breaking from the group. While
Alright.
Jatir is walking over to the campfire, just gonna do a quick water refill at that well.
Okay. Water seems fine. Doesn't smell stale or anything. Looks clear. Tastes great.
Less filling.
No, it has 100% of the water filling.
100% of the no
It's
calories.
it's not diet water. So
Not the diet water.
no, this is the full calorie stuff here.
Okay.
All the calories that water normally comes with, plus a little
Oh,
extra since it's a
Yeah.
dark fantasy universe. It needs to be a little
Oh,
more
yeah.
sinister. So it's probably like twice as many calories as normal water.
At least.
At least, yes.
How sinister do you want to make this? I still have that poison.
Matter of fact, instead of calling it water, we'll call it wetter from now on.
Yeah, as sinister as you want. It's your water. You can poison your own water if you want. I mean, have at it, I suppose. All right. So, anything you want to talk about before the captain arrives, or commander rather, or are you just ready to get to it?
Ready as can be, I guess.
Yeah, I'm ready.
As long
I'm
as we
just-
don't mention anything with
wondering-
magic, we should be fine.
Since Exodus seems to have turned her back on us, the commander did warn us about Exida and about Lord Yannison.
Well,
Right.
then it might be best to try and make at least one friend in this world.
I agree.
So we might as well not mention anything that might piss her off, basically.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, and if she asks about Exeter was only mad at us because we failed the diplomacy with her. That's all that happened.
Certainly did. So it would not even be an untruth.
As you're waiting, you finally hear footsteps coming up behind you. And you see the familiar face of the keep's commander. So you're here for supplies. And you
Yes,
have
kind of.
and you
we
have some
kinda
kind of
ran out.
news?
Yes, there's been developments.
She nods her head. I'm listening.
As you might know, or might not, Lord Kennison went south to Bone Drift to speak with Exeter. It seems that Exeter wanted to revitalize the relationship with her son in Enjet, forge an alliance, and we were tasked to forge that alliance. Though it was clear from the offset that Enjet had zero interest in this alliance, and since we failed to do our job, Exeter exiled us from Bone Drift. So here we are, the enemy of your enemy.
I see. So you're here offering your services.
As best we can.
Seems that is the case. We do stand by some credibility, though. Don't always fail at everything.
I think I'd like to hear this from everybody. You two. She points to Loxon and Jothier. Is this what's been going on? What she says? You failed your mission to Anjet and now you've been exiled from Bone Drift and Ruckwald?
I wouldn't say we failed. We traveled, we delivered our message. They did not agree to it.
Yeah, then we came back and they were happy about it and they banished us.
At worst, we're scapegoats.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess that guy was not trustworthy.
We can provide you rations. I don't know about work. We have but one task. That is to defend this place.
Actually, that's a good point. During one of our travels, we heard we heard rumors of these men up north. Have you heard anything about these people from the north?
Do you mean Ruckwald?
Not that north, I think.
Norther?
You know, more north.
The northest.
Yes, the northwest. There you go.
Are you referring to the Arctos? That's as far north as it gets above Ruckwald.
Maybe. What are they?
As far as you know. That's the only thing above Ruckwald.
So you know, so you don't even know what they look like.
I'm sorry, I did not understand your question. What did you ask her? I thought you said
asked-
maybe. Is that it?
I'm saying, have you heard any stories about them?
Have I heard any stories about the Arctos? That's what you want to know?
Yeah, we got into a situation with some group of people covered that were all black, and they thought we were with them. If that makes any sense to you.
She shakes her head. No, it makes no sense to me.
I do think Loxen is telling the story flawed, to be honest.
No. This is exactly what you told me.
What have I told you? You were there when we met the men in black.
No, it wasn't. I was doubting.
Well, anyways, Loxen's rambling should be ignored.
She turns her attention to you, Nyana.
These black men claim were cultists, as we learned later. Something smashed their cartwheels or something. They were looking for a key, whatever that may be. Does that maybe ring a bell?
And you were helping these men, these people in black.
Well, we helped repair their carts. And we said we would find the key, though. We have zero clue what it meant, and we did not intend to find it anyways. Just to get out of their way, basically.
They seemed very odd. We were telling them what we thought they wanted to hear. And helping them was just anything we would have done for fellow travelers on the road who had a breakdown of their cart.
They referred to a master that they said could not be actually referred to. Spoke of an Odin that had freed them or invigorated them. They owned some village up that way, it seems.
Yes, they work for the demon, Sarakanath.
They work for a demon?
Yes.
Well, how fitting.
The Odin they speak of and 2-3 other fools set it loose upon the land not too long before everything went dark.
So this demon is the cause of the darkness.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, it is quite troubling, nonetheless.
Did you ask if that's related to the darkness?
I did just now.
Huh.
It seems a lot of changes have happened in relation to this darkness. When we were in the Bone Wastes, I met this, they call it a scale tail, but he told me they were called Drakori. We were told that their people, which were once much more numerous, had left the city when the darkness left. And when we got to Anjet, the king's advisor told us that she was a survivor of their onslaught. I know you said that you have faced undead here. Have you ever had issue with the Drakori? And if you have seen them prevalently, have you seen them disappear?
They were private people. They usually disappear in times of danger to protect their own. If they're disappearing from the cities, then it's likely because they know something's coming. As for your demon, the demon's looking for a key to close the portal. Supposedly.
Why would a
Portal.
demon try to close the door? Would he, keep it open?
Wait. What's portal? The one that he was brought through by these others? It.
There's a great portal in the far north. That's where all the undead are coming from. Or so my sources tell me. And the demon had apparently agreed to help this group of travelers that came through here, much like yourself, to close the portal, to stop the undead from coming through.
You tell me that group of travelers summoned the demon?
The travelers freed the demon, brought it into this realm.
Made a pact, it sounds like.
Yeah, that sounds like a stupid decision.
I've read some stories of this. Didn't think it was real, though.
Do you have any clue who opened the portal if it wasn't a demon?
No. In fact, we haven't seen any of the undead here. We have heard of them from very reliable sources.
Yes, we've seen them on our travels.
We have defeated them and tried to avoid them.
Do you know
They
what this
do
key
seem
looks like?
to be avoiding Enjet, though.
You say they're avoiding Anjet?
Yes, it seems that while they're numerous in Rookwold and the Aeschylus Morris, they don't seem to be present near Enjet at all, despite Enjet being quite far in the north as well.
Although we did see 2 horsemen. That's
Well,
really it, just 2 horsemen.
shortly before the darkness, they were headed straight for Anjet. If they've stopped going towards Anjet, I couldn't say why.
Has anything happened in Anjet recently that could explain it?
We've been under siege until recently. We didn't get much news. Nothing that I'm able to share. I don't know of anything.
All I know is that this king was recently installed. Apparently there had been a siege there as well. They conquered the city.
Yes. Yes, we heard that that Alexander guy we saw and Odin and some other guy called Archer helped them retake the castle. Sorry, retake the fortress.
Yes, that would be the son of the old king. Apparently Exeter's son as well.
Yeah, we heard.
Then what business did you have going to Anjet? And how did you fail?
We were delivering a message that we were given, and asked to act as ambassadors to try to get this newly installed king and son of Exeter to take up his old mantle and become besties with his mother once again. But the woman that Niana mentioned and that Jothia mentioned was a survivor of Jojikori seems to be his advisor, and she was blocking such attempts to access him, brokering messages. So we didn't exactly get a positive response. And because it's not perfection, that counts as failure. In the books of Lord Gannison and Exeter, we assume. she also has said that her, she's in contact with him as she needs to be because she's all powerful, and I have no idea why they sent us if that's the case, but... But here we are, just normal mortals trying to find our place in this chaotic world. Did anything ever turn up of your scouting missions?
We found the undead. We were right where we thought they were. Right where you told us they were.
Up the coastlines?
Not quite to the coast yet. Mostly in the city. But they had started to branch out. Some of them were slowly making their way towards Anjit again. And nothing else unusual happened while you were in Anjit. They told you nothing unusual was going on. You were simply denied being able to speak with the king by this new advisor.
Yes, he didn't seem very eager to let us in. Apparently she believed our efforts were in vain regardless, given the history between Exeter and her son. It seemed Lord Kennison had not informed us very well about it.
She didn't even let you in. You didn't even make it into the city.
It was very clear that they did not want anything to do with Exeter. Very clear.
They did not want anyone entering their city.
But I thought you were working for Lord Gannison. You were working for Exeter.
Lord Kennison sent us in name of Exeter.
Right.
And what requests did they make?
Well, firstly, he wanted the king to start practicing his magic, which I find odd. Secondly, she wanted some form of alliance, or at least a better relationship. Those were basically it. But once we reached the Enjet gate, it was clear that it was never gonna work.
And what did she say about his magic and his relationship?
Just that she had passed on the message, but she didn't think it would matter. And of course she urged us to get away from Exeter, as you did.
She actually told us that she would advise against the alliance. So
Fair.
she was
fair.
dead set against us from the beginning.
And what of the magic?
No word on it, unfortunately. Not a yes or a no, apart that she would pass on the message.
All I know is that Exeter, while I was riding away, mentioned something about being in contact with her son somehow, already, by the time we reached Bone Drift. Now, be that carrier pigeon or magic, I cannot say.
Well, you are welcome to some of our food. You can stay the night, but we have nothing for you here to do.
Understood. Well, we appreciate your hospitality. And if there's anything we can do, let us know.
She just nods her head and takes one last look around at the group, in case somebody else has anything to say.
By the way, you never mentioned who those travelers were that you were before.
Travelers?
Sorry, the other adventurers.
What about them?
You didn't exactly say who they were.
She mentioned the names, said Odin and
Oh, she
her
did. I
compatriots.
wasn't listening.
And then you listed the others, and she acknowledged that that was the same group. And they released a demon, so that's what they were looking for. Apparently, it was a demon.
Well, they're still stupid.
And everything went black. So maybe they did this. Trade the undead for no sunlight.
The undead were here long before the light left.
Right, that's what I mean. So if they summoned a demon to deal with undead, to say that summoning the demon didn't chase the sun away.
Well, if that's everything, I'm going to take my leave now.
Thank you for your
It was a
hospitality.
pleasure to speak with you, Commander.
She gives everybody a nod and turns to head off.
Yeah, I say kind of quietly. All this shit because I saved that old man's life.
You do cause a lot of trouble, Luxon.
I didn't know such thing. All I did was try to save the man. The one who caused the trouble here is him.
Some people just don't want to be saved.
Well, next time the guy wants to kill himself, I'll leave him to it.
Well, the way he is now, he might yet die of that illness.
So yeah, about that. So after this, we resupply and we head to still head to Bailmouth, right?
Correct.
I got no choice in now.
Unless we maybe run into the one man that can kill one of the riders.
To be honest, I kind of hope we do that than anything else. Or at least meet someone who knows how to stop this thing.
And we last saw him with Alexander, right? That was his name.
What you mean the
Yes,
what
correct.
you mean what you mean the hot dog face?
You need to get your eyes checked, Luxon.
Yes, right. It was definitely more of a pork chop, you know, like one that had been properly tenderized.
You're both
he's
fools.
more of a spaghetti that hasn't been properly cooked face.
I've never heard such foolishness before.
They're talking about Ultrafire's old character. For those who don't get what's going
And
on.
if worst comes to worst, we can always leave those two behind.
Which two?
I nodded Luxon and Semper. Well, point towards where Semper is, generally.
Oh, come on, we can't leave Loxane.
I'm right fucking here, you know.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware.
Come on, he's handy with a spear, and he's a pretty good scout.
And I clearly have better eyes than all of you.
I mean, think of it. If he wasn't there to take all of those slashes and stabs, the goblins would surely have killed us, Niana.
You may have a point, but I do think he should work on his manners and social skills.
And you need a better attitude.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with my attitude. Thank you.
In your eyes.
It seems all of you do have quite the past with one another. But I have to ask, once we finish what we need to do at Belmouth, what then? We're no longer in Lord Gannison's employ, it would seem. Exeter is unhappy with us. Do we just part and
There's
go
nothing-
different ways, or
Good point. There's nothing here.
Well, there's one problem. Macros only said that when we completed his task, he would extend the temporary masking of the mark. He didn't say he would make it permanent.
Right, but at least by that point they'd be healthy enough to venture out and try to resolve it themselves. Or...
And that's even if we do go to that place and do it. I'm still up for, other options.
If there's other options available, we will take them. But until then, I don't think you really have a choice.
if Semper should stir, he does believe in those dark gods, and perhaps he has knowledge of these types of markings, curses, whatever it is.
You wanna ask an old man who tried to kill himself advice?
That's pretty
Do
funny.
you,
It's a good line.
You do have a good point. I'll give you a point today too. You get a good point, Loxa. But
perhaps he has
Yes.
knowledge that we don't on this matter.
on that matter though, so we know that the things we encountered were here about 100 years ago. There's books on it that the old new king has apparently. The kind soul we met on the road that is trying to help us seems to have been around quite a long time, knows a lot about it, as if he was there. I don't tend to doubt that. So maybe there's some other way we can deal with this. Maybe some lost ancient lore.
Why not? Can't we, perhaps ask the guy with the red tape for help? If we do find him anyway?
Which person?
Uh, the guy we encountered when we were.
Do you mean Gensei?
I think that's his name.
The guy that killed all those Anjit guards in the one square?
That's definitely him.
I think I know how he'd help you. He'd rid you of your curse, judging by his actions. He also threatened us for, carrying his suitcase of stuff.
Well, we carry it no longer, so that can't be a problem.
I don't know, some people have vengeance issues.
Well, if you truly did have those issues, then I don't think we'd be walking this earth right now.
Alright, hold on. I'll tell you what. How about we sleep on it, then we'll see what happens in the morning. Then we'll decide then.
But in the morning, we're heading to Balemouth at the very least.
That is still up in
Whenever
the air.
morning is.
I'm sure a certain someone will tell me.
Wait, what did you ask me a question?
No.
No, he's
Oh.
speaking of Adam.
Might be hinting of Adam,
Yes.
I didn't hear what he asked. Sorry.
hoping a certain someone will tell him what he needs to do.
Well, no,
Oh.
but no. When it's morning.
Oh, when it's morning, you're hoping Adam will tell you what you need to do?
Oh, sorry.
No.
When it's in general,
No.
like a
Yeah,
story
in general, morning.
or figurative morning.
Oh, right. Okay. So your plan is what? To go to bed, go to Bailmouth?
Yeah, sleep, resupply, get some rations for traveling, and then head out.
And hope to God we can figure out a better solution.
Ideally.
Well, I mean, you got to tell me where you're going before you leave.
Belmont.
I mean, you really don't do that?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
a temporary
I guess you
problem,
could theoretically
it is-
start here, but I like to sort of move it along so we don't get, bogged down in one place.
so
I'm
the-
assuming that there's no merchants here because this is a fort.
Correct. There's nothing. There's no merchants here. You pay attention. It's GM. This isn't Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't know. I'm still edging on going up north.
I
Well,
guess
you can go south without us.
might need
Yeah.
you might need time to make it at the least. So the plan for Bailmouth is to give you some extended time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and asked for help from a dive that, in your descriptions, seems like a demon.
And to be honest, there's not many other places to go. Like inland is all zombies. We can't get into Bone Draft or Engines, so I don't see many choices here.
Probably not Rockwall.
Since
That's-
Rockwood is overrun by zombies.
Right.
We basically have to go there.
I mean, if you want, we could maybe go back to where I'm from. Could maybe beg the mining lords to give us a place to be. Though I wouldn't want to do that. They think I'm dead.
That doesn't seem to be a good idea then.
Well, I guess it's just.
We have to go to that place, don't we? Huh? Alright, fine, we'll go to that place, but if a better idea comes up, I'm definitely taking it.
Okay, well, if we do have a full deck time, go ahead.
Do you guys think it would matter which body we buried at the shrine? Like, do we specifically have to take the Watchman's?
That's what Magra said.
Wait, the Watchman?
Yes, that's what Macros requested.
You
wonder if any
didn't
other-
mention that.
You didn't ask about it.
He did
He
imply
was-
that once we perform the act, he would know. So I wonder if he would know if there was a change. He might.
I
He
mean,
wants us
He
to.
asked about if we had seen any death. And he said when we said the Watchman died, he said that will work.
He wanted names too. He seemed to think it's an okay idea once he heard the Watchman's surname.
He wants us to. He wants us to dig up a grave of the Watchman that died.
Well, you and Sempa,
T-
and then
tear
remove the
tear
heart.
out. Yeah, tear his heart and then do what? Bury it?
Bury the body at the Rockwell Shrine. Well, that's what you gotta do.
I think it's a deal. I think he was going to tell you to eat the heart first, so I think we talked him out of it.
I don't know. Just a part in the back of my mind that's saying, no one's been able to tell us what this key looks like. What if that key is a ritual? Everything he's telling us to do does sound ritualistic.
Well, I think we can at least say that it isn't going to be a physical key.
So let's think though. I mean, demons are bad, yes, but they want to close a portal that's allowing the dead to come to life and walk through it, right? So if they find the key, they'll close this portal. So would that be a bad thing?
So we found out that the last adventurers summoned the demon, right?
In order to close the portal that has the undead coming out of it. But now they lack a key to do so. So this demon who made a pact with them has to do the thing, but he needs the key to do the thing.
And we don't know what said key. We don't even know what said key is.
No.
But would it be bad if that was the key? Like,
Good point.
Well, Macris isn't a demon.
Yeah, but from what we've, I don't know, but I don't know, but just from what you described him to me, with the whole tentacles coming out of his back, he's been through some shit.
I was like kind of dark tendrils. Not really tentacles.
Fine, dark tentacles, whatever. Fine, dark tentacles, whatever.
What's the big difference?
Well, I think it comes down to this question. Is helping one evil defeat another evil evil?
Yes.
Do 3 evils make a good?
What?
I mean, by Root's Lane, Rookwald, I would go pretty far to close that portal.
All right. Well, I guess we'll do the deed, do the needful tomorrow, and head off and decide what
Wait,
to do next.
wait. Hang on. Do you think that Alexander knows about this whole ritual thing?
What you mean? Which ritual? Which one? The one where they ritualistically already summoned a demon, or do you?
No, the one where you gotta tell her. No, the one where you gotta bury her body.
We can ask if we come across him. I would like to see his face again.
Of course you would.
Yeah, you might if you're hungry.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Wow.
still.
If you're hungry, that has so much context with the past couple days in Discord.
Yeah.
Well, we can certainly sleep on the decision and head there all the same, whatever we do, because we need to go somewhere.
Maybe the stars will yet align.
Yeah. I mean, anything's better than going back. Right?
Wait, hang on. We never saw that night that you saw. Yeah, we haven't seen him yet. Maybe he knows. if we see him, of course, but because we haven't. I mean, we haven't really seen him at all. You know, I mean, we gave him back the bird that you stole from him. We haven't heard from him since.
You know, the commander knew that the night we encountered on the road, that the chest belonged to his people. I wonder if she knows anything about the other night.
You mean the one that you spot? Is that what we're talking about here? Well, you mean the one?
The one that I had met in Belmouth.
You mean the one whose book you stole?
And
The other
returned
Red Knight.
with a gift that he did not want.
Good point. Do you think she'd be willing to share some details?
We could always ask, and if she does have any information, since I do feel a little responsible for the night, I'd be happy to try and follow her tips if she has any and track him down and try and meet up with you all again.
You've sent for the commander. She's come back.
We appreciate your hospitality. We just wanted to ask, you knew certain things about the night that we had met on the road, and you said that that chest belonged to his people. We're wondering if you had seen or heard of him since. And there was another knight that I had met in my travels as well. We were wondering if you had heard of any other knights that might be traveling around as well.
They both belong to an order of knights. I don't think they have a home. At least not right now.
So this
There
order
are-
is always traveling?
Perhaps. They have different tasks. Each knight has a different task. They go on about those tasks, sometimes separately, sometimes together.
We are we are actually interested in meeting up with these knights to see if they can help with our current situation. Would you have any idea where they be?
Not that I can share. There are only allies at the moment, and you'll understand me taking great care to ensure that I don't reveal their location or how I contact them.
But you are allied with them, and if you need them, you can contact them.
Yes.
Would it be possible to set up a meeting?
And you would like me to tell them what?
Well, when I was in Belmouth, the knight that I had met just seemed like he knew a lot about the situation and the ongoings right now. I would love to speak with him again. Find out more of what he might have uncovered since then.
And who did you meet at Belmouth?
He didn't give his name. All I know is that he was traveling alone, and I didn't recognize the emblems on the armor. I guess it was from that order. He said he was
Traveling-
addressing the issues with in Belmouth. The cattle had been slaughtered, cut in half, and That's what he said he knew about, and that's what he said he was trying to help with.
And he would remember you. How? How shall I describe you?
The person who found his book for him when it was lost and returned his
And
horse to him.
and he safely returned it. Just want to point that out.
I will include it in my next message. But I make no promises. They will have to decide for themselves if they wish to speak to you.
I appreciate your efforts, then.
Anywhere in particular you'd like them to look for you?
Well, since our journey is ended, our mission complete, and we've been no longer kept in service, we've decided to return home. We're headed out by way of the coast. We'll probably pass again through Belmouth.
Very well.
And then we'll decide from there. But we should be passing through that town.
She just nods her head and heads off.
Oh, sorry, before you leave.
Yes?
Do you by chance have a bottle of wine laying around?
No. There's water in the well.
Uh,
Well,
Nyana and
might have to do.
your drinking tendencies will need to be kept in check.
I haven't had a drink in days. I would have been injured if they let me in. But they didn't. I would have been bone drift if they let me in, but they didn't.
By drink, you mean a drink of wine? Then yeah.
Yeah, so what's wrong with that? I recall you like a drink as well.
And when's the last time you saw me have a drink?
The last time must have been in Belmouth.
That was at least a week ago
And when was the last time you saw me drinking?
in Falmouth.
Here you go.